What's up, guys, and welcome back to the gift of the Gab.
Episode 46.
I'm Tia.
And I'm Benjamin.
And yeah, let's get into it.
Straight from the beginning?
Straight from the beginning.
Let's take ourselves to Florida. Did you hear what's happened in Florida?
No, I didn't.
Well, they got Donkey of the Day for the 100th time in a row running. And it's because a private Florida school called the Centenar Academy won't employ vaccinated teachers.
I did hear about this.
Yeah, co-founder Layla Centenar of the Centenar Academy leadership cited debunked claims of non-vaccinated people being negatively impacted by contact with vaccinated people. So she's basically telling her teachers, like, if you get the vaccine, you can't come and work here. Which is the opposite of what everyone else is doing. But, this is Florida, so
do you know what? I just don't even understand how that even works. Like, I would have thought, in terms of the business, like, you don't want it to shut down. You would want as much vaccinated people as possible.
Not in Florida. Charlemagne from Breakfast Club says the craziest people come from the Bronx and all of Florida. Or something like that.
Really?
Yes. And by the Donkey of the Days, it seems true. Never been to Florida, but every news, and even on Reddit, before I even started watching the Breakfast Club, there was a subreddit called Florida Man, and it was basically news headlines that started with Florida Man, and it would be like, Florida Man tries to have sex with an alligator. Florida Man, and it was just like all the crazy stories came from Florida.
I'm still like trying to figure out like what is the logic of not employing anyone with a
no idea.
Vaccinated.
You can't try and understand Florida. You just have to let Florida be Florida.
Because I guess some people would argue like, some businesses don't want people who aren't vaccinated to enter, but that is because there might be an outbreak, like from their staff. They want to protect their staff. Like I just can't figure out an argument to argue for it.
I'm not even gonna bother to try. Sometimes silly people do silly things, and this here is just a perfect example of that. I think. Yeah, when silly people get into power, and they're paying for this school. It's a private school as well. So
wait, so does that mean the students and the teachers, or just the teachers?
From what I saw, the teachers, but I wouldn't be surprised if she said the students too.
Yeah, because what if the teacher actually has to get it? Like they're someone who is high risk.
Well, she doesn't care. She thinks that you're at higher risk if you get the vaccine.
I just don't understand. I mean, to each their own, but
yeah.
To each their own.
She gets silly personal this week. For sure.
For sure.
Well, what's been happening on social media?
Well, Zizi Mill went on a little Twitter rant after Shasha was answering a few questions on her Instagram in terms of like getting married and being in a relationship.
Shall I give you the question and answer she answered?
Yes.
The first question she was asked is, do you think everything in a relationship should be 50-50? And she said, hell to the no. I will not be paying for any outings, no nails, toes, laser treatment, facial hair. Sorry, that's not one word. Lash extensions, new bags, shoes or clothes, no bills, and he will not have to cook, clean or suck his own blank. For every 10 times he treats me, I will treat him once. I could not date a man who is comfortable with me spending 10p. Wow. If I'm financially taking care of myself, I will do that single without the stress of a man. If she's financially taking care of herself, she'll do that single without the stress of a man. I just understood what she was saying.
Do you agree with what she's saying?
No, it's not my life. I don't agree with it. It's not the life I would live if I switch genders for the day, but maybe I'm coming in from a male's perspective.
See, I as well do not agree with what she's saying. Like, I don't feel like it's on someone else to pay for everything that you need.
But what I will say is, everyone is entitled to their own choice. And I'm sure there is some guy out there, but time and time again, I feel like people see this isn't a want that some people want. And I think this sort of expectation more often coincides with a very controlling man.
Yeah.
Because when you don't when you don't have to do much for yourself, or like you rely on someone else for everything. I feel like that's when people take advantage. And not every guy who like provides everything for his significant other is taking advantage of them, but I feel like you will find a higher percentage of controllers than you would in the general population in that group.
See, that as well is an aspect that we have to think about. But even when it's not that, like, God forbid something was to happen to that guy, what are you going to do with yourself?
Well, yeah,
you don't like you don't know how to take care of the bills.
Well, she hopes that she's written into the will somewhere.
Well, let's hope.
Yeah,
but it's true. Now it's all of those things that you didn't even think about.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, and like I think social media has brought that, like it's increased that sort of the desire to live, you know, a flashy lifestyle, or like a
beyond your means.
Yeah, I think as the top comment when I went on it was like, this is when City Girls and Cardi B lyrics are taken seriously.
Yeah.
Like it and sometimes you have to be able to separate reality from fiction. And like even in hip hop music and rap music and all the gang drilling and all of that, like a lot of these rappers aren't doing that as they rap about it.
Yeah.
And like it sounds salacious or it sounds good to the listener, so they tune in for that lifestyle, and you don't necessarily see them taking that seriously.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes some of the music is being taken seriously, like, or like it's creating an atmosphere, or people are like, oh yeah, this is what I want, and they're entitled to want it, but you know, people are entitled to have an opinion on it as well. For me, it's not for me. I would have it's just not my type of person.
I just feel like social media is like, there's a whole bunch of people trying to keep up with each other.
Yeah.
Even taking it back to Khloe Kardashian, like a lot of people was saying like her family like influenced like the body types, but I feel like it's a whole big circle. Like somebody shows the imagery of this and loads of people idolize it, and now like you go on Instagram and everyone is like editing their pictures and everyone is like somewhat living a life that they're not actually living, and so it's like a big circle.
Yeah,
like everyone else is copying each other.
I will say, I think I said it before, that I believe they're not innocent in that fact. They are perpetrators, but they are also victims of that sort of culture where editing and, you know, creating unrealistic beauty standards.
Yeah,
they have perpetuated them, but they are also victims of it. And I think those two things can coincide. But yeah, but and even with people also,
I think it's the same thing like this. It's like people see like, oh, this person has A, B and C, or they're with a rich man, but they don't get to see what's happening other than what's on social media, and so they think, oh, this is really cool, I'm gonna get into it, and it's like that is a circle within itself.
Yeah, because I didn't get on Instagram till very late. I had no desire to get on it. In fact, the only reason I got on it was because of the podcast.
Yeah.
And like when I came on it, I was just like, this is exactly what I expected. And there's probably the reason why the only videos I actually watch that aren't research for the podcast are animal videos, food videos, or like comedy videos, and then that's it. Like I'm not watching no lifestyle videos, because I can see how you can like watch things and really like it plays into your head like, this is what you need to be doing.
Yeah.
And like people are coming on there like, if you're not doing this in lockdown, then you're this, or like if you haven't made this in lockdown, and you're like, oh well, I haven't done that, and it can really play effect on people. I just mind the business. My own business,
or even like weight loss. Like,
oh yeah,
like even like you're pregnant and then you have the baby, and then you know what, you see like 2 months later everyone has like a flat stomach, and you're like,
everyone's taking their flat tummy tea.
Yeah, and they're actually not. They're going to, you know,
and so much of what is on social media is paid for. There's so much sponsorship and so much like
sponsorship. Oh yeah,
like so much paid promotion of things that you'll be like, oh, I need to lose weight. Well, maybe I'll take this, or I need to, I need to do this. I'll detox. I'll take this, and it's just, you have to understand that social media is basically a scripted reality TV show.
Yeah.
And everyone, the majority of people taking part in it,
Is
like in the
edited.
spotlight, is edited, and it's not exactly 100%.
From the pictures to what they promote to what they say.
You see your friends even on Snapchat, on your own personal Snapchat, when that used to be used back in the day, when they get a plate of food, or you could have had a crappy whole day that day, but they'll make sure the perfect snap of the food, the perfect snap of the view, and then when you look at that, the memory from that day, you'll think, oh wow, they had a really amazing day.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you don't know what happened to them
but
that day.
I've actually seen like one of my friends, like she's a picky eater like myself, and she like asked someone else, "Oh, can I take a picture of your food?"
Yeah.
Whereas hers was like something like chips.
Yeah.
You know, not exciting.
But you're giving off the lifestyle like, oh yeah, look, she's so slim and she eats like this all the time.
Yeah.
I want to be like that. But yeah, what did Zizi have to say about this? What did Zizi have to say? Let me pull her up. She wasn't happy. This is Zizi Mills. She said, in response to Shasha, right?
Yes.
She said, I understand that money and security is very important to women in a relationship, but some of you are taking this too far. The emphasis some of you lot have put on money, you're basically being bought, and any man can fund your lifestyle good enough.
Mm-hmm.
And she said there's no consideration or thought for the morals and values and like so on. And were they coming for her? I didn't get to see.
No, I don't think so, because I think what she's saying is correct. Like, I don't see no lie told in that, because as well it's kind of given a impression to like young children, like not young children, like young people, like in order for them to be happy they need to find like a rich man. And for a lot of what that means for a lot of girls is that they have to like settle for something that
someone who's below average in a lot of aspects.
Yeah, but they have money.
The relationship.
Or somebody who's cheating on you.
And money might make you happy. Maybe for you're fine with like settling on those things as long as you're getting your Gucci bags and your Birkin bags on time. But there's a reason celebrity relationships have one of the highest turnover rates.
Money doesn't make you happy.
Yeah.
Does money make you happy?
I think money can make you happy. I think it can make you happy.
Money just means that you can buy more things that make you happy.
I think it can make you happy, but I think the cliche is saying money can't make you happy. I think money can make people happy. Like, money can put a smile on people's faces.
No,
I think there's different type, but there's different things that can make you. It can't solve every problem.
No, it can't.
And I think the saying is generic. Money can make you happy. It can buy you things you want that make you happy, and it can provide security that makes you happy.
Yeah.
And provide you
the arguments would be different.
Yeah, but it's just it's not a specific solve for every issue, and I think that is the important thing to remember about money. Like, money is not the master key for every.
You don't get rich and now all problems in your life has gone away. Like, you still can suffer from depression. You can still suffer from loss. You can still break a leg.
Yeah. And in those situations, money might not make you necessarily happy, but
money could be the reason for your downfall.
It could be, but even if you put in a situation like this, you're struggling with bills and like you're in a lot of debt. Money can make you happy then.
No, but some people increase their money and they increase the expenditure.
It's true, but I'm saying money can make people happy in that situation. People who are responsible and who aren't in the situation through fault of their own.
Yeah.
Money can make them happy.
Yeah.
I think denying that money can't bring happiness is just like a cliche.
Okay, so money isn't the root of all happiness.
It's not the root of all happiness. It just depends what the situation is. And it can solve some stuff. Otherwise, we all wouldn't be working trying to get it.
I think that it can solve some stuff, but it also...
It can also cause some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can also cause some stuff.
I think that, obviously, the less money you have, there's going to be problems that rich people would never understand or never have to go through, and vice versa. Yeah, for sure. I 100% agree with that. Has there been any more talk on the social media? I hear there has. Well, Olani, is that her name?
I think so. I'm not too sure.
Had a question for us.
Specifically?
Not for us specifically, but it was for all of her followers.
Okay.
What's the worst hygiene date they've ever been on? And there were some.
Oh, I saw some nasty ones.
There were some ones.
Give us the nastiest one you saw. Which one was it? 1, 2, 3, or 4 on the list that I've got?
definitely number one.
Number one. Okay. So the response from the follower is, "Hey, one time I was at my F buddy's place and it had been a while since I visited. We're getting down and dirty, but I needed to pee so quickly and went to the bathroom. When I tell you his toilet was so disgusting, I had to send a snap to my girls." Why are you doing like that? I literally went back to his room and said, "We have to stop because the toilet has turned me the F off." The toilet. I think that is bad, but I feel like there was worse ones. I feel like that is pretty nasty. I think a nasty toilet.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. If
that brings a question in my head, actually.
If that was me, I wouldn't need to pee anymore.
Yeah,
like, no matter how desperate I was, I wouldn't need to pee anymore. Like the pee would have been.
I think it's especially worse for girls because you have to get closer to the toilet to expel your.
Yeah, your squatting game has to be A1.
Whereas we can just pee.
See, I'm a germaphobe, so I squat, but I also put the tissue around because I don't want any chance that my knees are not working that day.
Okay, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
So what is worst when you go to someone's house? A dirty toilet or a dirty kitchen? Oh, she's thinking.
The toilet.
Dirty toilet is worse. Why?
Because I don't have to eat from you.
This is true.
And I bring my own cutlery.
Yeah, this is true. Okay.
So I wouldn't eat from you, but I most likely would. I would definitely need to wash my hands.
Yeah.
And I would definitely need to probably go to the toilet.
If your toilet is that dirty to the point I don't even want to touch the sink, I would just sanitize my hands. I would rather eat the dirt that's on my hands than whatever's on your sink.
Yeah, I carry around wipes and I carry around sanitizer, so.
Yeah, I think dirty toilet is worse as well. People need to be aware of their home and their hygiene.
Yeah. Have you ever been to anyone's house where you look at them and what they're saying is telling you like they're a really clean person and they seem like a really clean person, and you go to their house and you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Have I been? Actually, there's some uni rooms that I've seen that was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some uni whole even apartments that was quite horrible. Where I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you managed to pick out a fresh outfit for today.
I've definitely been like somewhere where like the house wasn't what I was imagining in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not what you were giving me. The house wasn't giving me what you were saying.
Oh, okay.
So it was definitely
nasty.
Yeah. What's your worst one?
What? Oh, out
hygiene,
of the,
yeah.
Well, out of the ones she posted?
Yes.
Okay, let me go for, I think it's this one. Anonymous, please. I was dating this guy a few years ago. I was truly lost in life. He came on to me and we started having the sex. And all I could smell was fish on his skin and hair. I couldn't concentrate, couldn't reach the magic place. I couldn't breathe. The smell was so awful, but luckily we never lasted long. Afterwards, he confessed he needs to have a shower because he works in a fish factory and he hadn't had a shower for his last shift, which was the day before. Since then, I haven't been able to go to the fishmongers or listen to any of the songs that were playing in the background because it still haunts me. And this one, I feel like it's slightly worse than the toilet because this is on the actual person.
Yeah.
So whereas the toilet, at least the person is clean.
Yeah.
Or hopefully clean. But
okay, so you could smell the fish smell and you still went ahead
This is true. This reflects badly on both of you.
Yeah.
Because you knew what you were up to. Yeah.
Like you wanted to go there so bad that you actually did. Like, I don't know if I could have smelled the fish smell and not vomited. And then for him to actually with confidence tell me that he hadn't showered, he works in a fishmonger. So you got all fish juice and you probably got salmonella all over you and you haven't showered, that's disgusting. So the fact that you told me in confidence, no. Block my number and delete it.
No.
And that's when Mary had a little lamb.
Oh, is it? Well, you know what else is on the lamb?
What?
The colony.
The colony, yes.
Yeah, that was the worst transition ever. I needed to shoehorn this in. No transitions, guys. Straight cuts. The Colony on Netflix. If you haven't started watching, get to watching.
Yeah, you need to.
Season 3 is just being released, or is being released in the UK on the 3rd of May, Monday. And yeah, the good show. What do you think of it so far?
I really enjoyed it. So we are on. We're all caught up from what's on Netflix at the minute.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it.
So did I. I think it's quite a good show.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, the premise is these aliens have come to Earth and decimated entire countries and cities, and they've sort of sectioned off little parts of populations into
so it's
blocks.
It's based in LA.
Yeah, that's one of the colonies.
Santa Monica.
Yeah, that's another colony.
San Francisco.
And there's some colonies in Europe as well.
Yeah.
But essentially, they're following a family around and navigating how they're surviving in the block, and also how people are resisting and cooperating with the aliens.
Yeah, and how bad communication can get you into a sticky situation.
Oh, for sure. The Colony is good, so I'd recommend it.
So our last series that we recommended was Traveller. So where would you put it?
Above Traveller.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Traveller got quite repetitive, and towards the end of what we were watching, it was like kind of a drag to watch it.
Yeah.
But with this series, I've been sneaking some episodes whilst.
Yeah, because we started watching it together, but we don't live together, so we've been watching 2 episodes a day.
Yeah.
And then talking about it.
Yeah, we have. And Tia's been sneaking some episodes
in. No, don't lie.
Yeah, you snuck it. You snuck episodes in first, and then I caught up.
So basically, what we were meant to do is have 2 episodes a day, and one day we had 3 because it was getting good.
No, yes. One day you had 3 and I caught up.
No.
Is it?
Yes, one day we had 3.
Okay, yes.
No, because I had watched 1.
Yes.
And then I said to you, you can watch 3 and I would watch 1 so I can still get to watch 1 that day.
Mm.
And, well, yesterday, I guess we both snuck and watched the last 3 episodes.
Without telling each other. And Tia tried to blame me as if she hadn't watched the episodes.
So I asked him this morning, like, did you watch it?
And like, I came clean. I had no lie in here. You pretended you did it. Yeah, and then you got busted. But yes. Yeah, no, we definitely recommend it. So leave a comment down below or on our social medias if you've watched it or if you're watching, and what should we watch next. Exactly. We'll be watching some more after this episode. And you know what? I'm bringing back some dilemmas.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You ready for them?
Mm-hmm.
Dilemma number 1. Husband of 4 years has been ignoring me and my social media posts about our love. My newborn is not his child. She's my ex's baby, but she's still a part of me. And he should love her, but he doesn't. I apologize, but he won't work to repair our marriage.
You're in the wrong with that one.
Yeah.
4 years. So that means, so you were with your husband for 4 years. His husband of 4 years. So possibly you were together for longer than that.
Mm-hmm.
And you went back to your ex.
Yeah.
No. Because that means you've been talking to your ex the whole 5 possible years.
Yeah.
And now because you've apologized, you think I should just go ahead and accept the child.
Yeah. No. I didn't make it easy on both of you, and
except you decided to bust it open like Tatiana. So
I got nothing further to add. Second one, this is a longer one. I've been dating my ex co-worker for 5 years. He married someone else during year 3, but I stayed. I had 2 abortions because he wasn't ready for fatherhood, but he's flashing his very pregnant wife on social media. I contacted her and told her everything. Part 2. We met up, she met up with the wife, and I showed her pictures of me, her sexing her husband.
Mm-hmm.
She thanked me and took my photo. And then she made a warning home record posters of me and posted them around my job and home. He's helping her to do this to me. They're still together. I want him back. Advice. Well,
it sounds like he didn't want to, like, you were right for the time. He didn't really want to be in a relationship with you. That's what it sounded like.
You were both in the wrong because, especially him, because he was in a committed relationship.
Wait, were they already together?
So she had been dating for 5 years, and he married someone else during year 3 of that 5 years. And she continued to see him and had 2 abortions. And then when he had a baby with the new woman, she was jealous and then went to say, this is what's happening.
Oh, you were the main piece turned into the side piece.
Essentially,
and
yes.
you stayed?
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
And
You're
then she
a main
was
piece
jealous.
and someone got married.
The new main piece had a baby.
Yeah, because he didn't really want you. You were just convenient and you were willing.
The top
to
comment
bust it
to this
open.
one said, "This screams of low self-esteem."
Yeah, it honestly does. Because you need to know your self-worth to say, okay, he doesn't want me. He got married on you. You were the main piece. And actually, I'm not even confident to say she was the main piece. She was probably the side piece the whole time.
Maybe.
But she was the garlic. You need to be the chicken in a relationship. Never be the coleslaw, because garlic bread is nice.
Oh, yeah, garlic bread is nice. But the garlic bread, when you order it, it never arrives hot.
Yeah, especially in Nando's.
Exactly. No matter how close the Nando's is, it's like they just took it out of the fridge. Why is that?
No, but I like garlic bread. You're the salad. There we go.
You're the salad. No one likes salad.
Yeah, you need to be the chicken in the relationship, not the salad.
Well, yeah, I think that's some good advice. Be the chicken in your relationship.
Always be the chicken. People are always looking forward to the chicken.
Exactly. I always save it till last. Tasty. Well, that's been us on episode 46 of The Gift of the Gab.
Yes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
And follow us on all social media at BT Smalltalk. And let us know down below what you're watching on Netflix. Any recommendations you got for us. And if you're enjoying our recommendations. See ya.